right, Andrew, great having you in, and pictures with 1,000 words sometimes, and I know that yesterday you were starting to feel it towards the end, so let's just kind of go over a little bit of what we talked about, just as a reference for you. Setup-wise, it's good. You're preset for a draw. You can see that your right foot's drawn off the line a little bit, and you can definitely see that your body is set up a bit to the right of your target. That's fine if that's your desired shot pattern. I wouldn't change too much of that. Let's watch the club itself going away. Initially, it was a lot of extension out and away from yourself and causing you to kind of get out of balance. The club is off plane and above your shaft plane line at this particular point, and making it very difficult for you to be able to kind of get the club and the body to sync up and work together. So there was a bit more lift than probably what you want to have, and as a result the club was delivering down and getting a little bit underneath your path. That's a natural tendency from there, is to kind of drop it in, and then now your path is too much inside to out, and that's where a lot of your bottom out behind it, swing up on it, push right, or square it up very quickly with your hands, pull hook was coming from. Alright, so real simply we worked on the initial feeling of your takeaway just being the handle presses down and tries to work towards your right thigh. That was the only thought I gave you. Handle down and towards your right thigh. And in doing so, the club now starts to track back on your shaft plane line. Your left arm now is working more across your body instead of out. And you can see how you're now getting more angular momentum with your arm swing working more in instead of out at this particular point. You can see the inward motion right here and the outward motion away from you here. Okay, and the club sets up beautifully, works on your shaft plane line nicely right here in comparison to where it was lifting above it, as you can see, and more lift of the hands to the top. Now you can rotate everything back into a nice compact backswing. And you see how the left arm is more across your chest, and certainly that is going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to deliver down and through. The other beautiful thing that happens when you push down with the handle and feel like you swing the handle in towards your right leg, the relationship of your shoulders now starts to work with your spine angle. When your hands and arms go away from you, then your left shoulder rises up, so you really don't get the ability to pivot correctly, and that's why you have to lift in order to be able to get it back. So now the left shoulder is low and rotating underneath your chin, which allows your body pivot to move much more efficiently. So all these things happen as a result of that one simple feeling on the initial move away. Now you can shallow the club nicely, and you still have a tendency to swing a little more inside to out than what I'd like to see, and I think what you'd like to feel. And I think if you start to square up your setup at address, that's going to certainly help for you to be able to move more left through the strike. So at this particular point, extension is a little bit more out than what you'd want to have. You probably want to feel like you're moving back around yourself with your body pivot, so that your hands and arms work a little bit more on that line instead of kind of swinging up like they were. But all in all, we work on that backswing, and I know it's going to certainly help you improve your ball striking, and we'll match up that forward swing with some good practice and some drills that I gave you. So until next time, happy golfing.